Hey guys, good end of your day. I am making this video, not sure how many people will see it because LinkedIn is sort of shadow banning me, but I talked about a lot of topics lately and I think these are worthwhile discussing about. Yeah, I'm going to create shorts out of this one so that LinkedIn doesn't freaking shadow ban me. I think they're all topics that are important for talking, from operator to DeepSeek to the NPC mindset and disinformation nowadays. So without further ado, let's start. Today I wrote about business owners focusing on building stuff the common way, outsourcing stuff to their low performance team. I think this is pretty ridiculous. This needs to stop ASAP, and people need to start building. If you have an online business, right, like that, in a B2B one, that advice is very much sound. You need to fire your full team and start building with AIs. AI agents, they're there to execute. And ChatGPT, if you haven't noticed, it's better at building strategy than 99% of humans if you prompt it the right way. So you've got the thinking and the execution all in one. What else do you need, right? Like, I think people are so comfortable doing things the way they've been done, especially if you've developed a relationship with these humans that they're really hard to let go of. They've become friends, but that is separate from business. So instead of doing what you're doing, you should be copy pasting, improving. So you take your number one competitor. If you're watching this video, it's likely that you're not number one in your niche. Only 0.1% of businesses are. You need to see what's the number one person in your niche is doing, copy what they're doing, paste it in GPT, and ask it out to improve it strategy wise. It will do so. And then once you have a solid plan, you can use Operator and other apps or even code your own to deploy it to agents. That is the way you dominate business and systems nowadays. Then I want to talk about the DeepSeek debacle. It's super ridiculous, right? Like, yeah, yeah, I've talked extensively about that, but okay, who cares if DeepSeek quote unquote use way less resource than ChatGPT? It's not even better for like 98% of users out there, right? It's better at math, okay, it's better at creating fucking games. Who needs to create games? ChatGPT, you can chat to it, you can talk to it, you can create your GPTs. It learns, it memorizes. People just go crazy, and the AI hypers, you've seen them. I'm one of them myself, right? Like that's probably why I'm doing this video. So my advice to you, if you want sound information that you'll use to scale your business, is to have a true GPT. You feed that information in and you balance both sides. And at the end of the day, you make a business decisions out of it. The problem is that a lot of people see this content as truisms. It's not, right? Like, my opinion on the full things that DeepSeek is pretty much bullshit. Like, apart from the China communist history and so forth. And I mean, I'm sort of glad that they've gotten the race. Maybe that will help them being more libertarian. But in China still doesn't stand a chance in the AI arm race against the US. That's pretty clear to me and any sound thinker out there that have analyzed topics and have a brain, have grown neurons in a very scalable way. Um, and today, if you check what's happening, and which pretty much justify my thesis that Sam Altman's the best founder of our times. He's yeah. You see this post by the founder of DeepSeek, Cheng Wang, whatever his name is, and he's like, good luck for what, like trying to compete with the DeepSeek. No, you'll never compete with Chat GPT and OpenAI. That's a total farce. 3 days later, Sam Altman is deploying this new GPT model here. Right now, you can't use them because people are just overusing it. But O3 Mini High, that guy is like such a beast, right? You just don't talk shit to Sam Altman, I guess, is the next post here. This guy, he just doesn't talk shit. He just executes, right? And I think talking shit is an art. I do it. You've seen in this video that I do talk shit and I have strong opinions, right? I use it to get better. I'm a tip top executor, that's first. And I think that at one point I'll gain Sam Altman's maturity and wisdom, and I just won't talk shit in, I don't know, 5, 10 years from now. And I'll just like be focusing on building and execution, how things should go, like, and are even monetizing, DeepSeek. It's such a bare bone business. It's so incomplete. Whether we're talking from an information perspective or just like as a business, like people that talk that are hyping DeepSeek, they're seeking mostly views, and also that most of them are business novices if they really think that DeepSeek is something that's going to impact the um, ChatGPT. I was about to say the landscape. It is impacting the landscape because people are dumb, right? Like the Nvidia prices, was that directly related to that? Maybe the market's dumb, the market is stupid, the market is irrational, right? Like, but ChatGPT as the company, I want to restate my opinions on it. Like, I think the Microsoft cash injection was sort of bad, like the corporate aspect of it all. Really hope they won't lose their culture. Sam Altman is the best founder of their time, but yeah, they have this disadvantage, in my opinion. A lot of people view it as an advantage, by the way, but yeah, they have Sam Altman. Sam Altman is a beast. This guy is just so next level on so many fronts, right? Why founders without a pipeline are doomed? I posted that the other day. It's just a reminder of if you don't have a pipeline, you don't have a business, right? So my masterminds, they've been struggling for the past 2 years for one reason: we couldn't bring enough members. My outreach pipelines were clogged with podcast invites and cold email outreach offers, right? Not so long ago, I unlocked my outreach, my deliverability with the help of a friend, and instantly, right, I'm still sending with SendGrid, and all of a sudden I started getting like 50, hundreds of leads per week for my mastermind, and magically the mastermind business was well and alive again. And the moral of the story, you can have a hell of a product, right? Like my mastermind, they're good. They're chit chats with CEOs and so forth. We share valuable insights and information, but if you don't have water to the mill, yeah, it's dead in the water. So these CEOs that I'm adding to these groups, they're added value. They're also feedback for me for my business, right? Their traction. It's fun to see that I will get to meet these new people. And yeah, if you don't have a sales pipeline, you're not attracting clients. However good is your product, you won't get anywhere. So I mean, I think most of you guys here, that you're smart, you know that it's not a product or sales, right? The point is that you need to be full stack. Nowadays, you need to be epic at sales. Sales is about presenting something, adding value, clarifying what your product is about before they actually appearing. I think, yeah, it will eventually be 100% product game. So yeah, that is an important point here. I see like all these old ass founders that are just depending on product. They're so close-minded. Your business gonna die. That is for these founders. You need a pipeline, right? You need to be full stack. Um, Recently, I tried service exchanges. For those of you that don't know, service exchanges are a cool thesis, right? It's like I'm gonna do cold email for me, and you're gonna do that for me. I think once you're really busy and successful, and you have so many people buying your products, you can't have service exchange happen. It's just a waste of time and money. For this very clear reasons, I'm gonna keep it short. My ICP, my ideal customer persona, are people I want to be like, right? They're way wealthier than I am. They're way better than I am at business. And service exchanges is like what I've observed is people that are my level, right? So if you want to keep growing, attract clients that are so much better than you, right? Serial entrepreneurs with tens of millions, for example. And yeah, service exchange is sort of wasting my time there. And it's somewhat complicated, right? And sort of teaches your brain that giving stuff for free is fine. Well, it's not. People with money, they view money as a means of exchange. It's like it's pocket from money for them, right? It's just play money. Oh, let's go to the casino and bet 100K on Charles, right? That's the kind of people I want to work with. I want to dissect their mind. I want to dissect their business so that I can get up to that level, which is why I stopped doing this service exchange thing. Affiliate marketing, the real and only passive income I've ever had. If I died tomorrow, um, my consulting gigs are gonna go to shit, quite literally. I mean, I have systems that I left my clients with, but I won't be able to make more money from that, right? Like people are like, "Oh, Charles doesn't exist. He's not there, not adding value anymore." Then, yeah, I'm gonna stop paying him, right? The only passive income, the real one that I've been making, technically there could be YouTube AdSense into that, but it's so few dollars, right? It's like not even $100 per month. Vs the smart passive income I've been getting from affiliate marketing, which has have been almost $1,000 per month. This has been the only passive income that I've been getting over the years, which is why I really much recommend it. And it's so great, this system, because it's ikigai, right? You're referring softwares that you like, that you already use, right, to people that you like. So it's like win, 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 win all over the place. These entrepreneurs, these founders, they get better through these softwares that are made by other founders and entrepreneurs. I believe that founders and entrepreneurs are responsible for saving the world, and you're making money at the same time. How better can that be? And the checks keep coming. So I'm just signaling this, that it's probably the best smart passive income that one can go after. You've probably seen this here. I've sent it to my newsletter here. So it's like what I buy, right? And it's on my affiliate link. So if you don't have that page, I highly recommend that you go and create one. To the next topics here, let's see. So yeah, this one I think I already talked about it. The NPC mindset, yeah, I mean, that is like a random thought, not gonna spend much time on it, but I cold email people a lot, and I see a lot of these dumb questions, right? Like, "Oh, is this podcast legit?" Da, da, da. I mean, just go chat GPT it, and you'll have an answer. Or is this a scam? Like I used to get that a lot back in the days when I would work with realtors and we would deal with consumers, right? NPCs. And they would always have that question, like, and that is generally a sign of low IQ. If you are even asking the questions, I mean, don't even ask the question if you think it's a scam, for one. Second, most people have good filters and can make good decisions. If they think my podcast stuff is like a scam or whatever, or is not good for them, or whatever stupid questions they may have, I'm making an instant judgment, and I might not reply to these dumb questions, emails. And it is, yeah, it's always a sign when I see someone that is not sure if it's a scam of that email, these corporate NPCs that are like, that get told not to click this email. In this age, you need to be able to use GPTs to filter that and to make sound decisions, right? So me, I take every little bits of data in this brain of mine. I even know from the names, which is really weird, like names, if they're going to be a good fit for my podcast. I have all these sorts of data in my brain that I evaluate to make decisions, and I think people should be at that stage as well. It's pretty much as easy as downloading ChatGPT, being curious, constantly asking questions, and just getting better at it, right? It's like a Venn diagram between you, GPT, and the market, right? Maybe I'll post that later. Um, yeah, the last post here is also like complaining. Maybe I shouldn't even talk about that, but yeah, every now and then I get these clients that are pretty low on the education side, the execution side of things. So we have this meeting, we have this to do. I do it like almost immediately, and then like 3 days later, they haven't done shit, right? So I think it's important for people to filter out their clients and their accountability levels, right? Like I'm very high agency, I'm very high accountability. If I say I will do something, I won't even say it, I'll just do it, right? And that's what got me launched 10 years ago in this entrepreneurial career, the dictum, action over words, right? So I've always been that way. I mean, if someone is totally disorganized, however smart they are, however rich they are, I just cannot work with them, right? Like people need to have agency and accountability, and you should filter for that from day one. I ask accountability from my clients, not only on a cash terms, but also I need them to get shit done, right? A lot of clients nowadays, I see they're so overwhelmed, they don't know where to give their attention, they're confused, right? For many reasons. I think from the start, you need to filter for these elements. Why? Because why work with someone that will just like pay you 5K overall? Why not work with someone that is worth 5 million over the long term as a contract, right? People that will become your business partners, people that will invest in you and vice versa, people that will become your friends. So I would suggest to filter up from the start. Not only, I mean, I'm so past the point of refunds, right? I haven't got anyone sane in their minds that asked me for a refund in years. Um, but nowadays, I'm seeking people that will stay with me over the next 10, 20, 30, 50, 100 years, right? If we're gonna defeat aging. So I guess the point here is, yeah, think differently, think very long term. Also, like forgive people if they're not consistent sometimes because of XYZ. But if they've shown these patterns, these behaviors for a year now, or even a month or 3 months, like it's time to pull the plug and invest your time in more strategic projects, right? I think the consultant model is still genius to work with companies and then invest into them. It can turn in an investment vehicle and a scalable vehicle, right? Consulting itself doesn't necessarily scale, but investing in the companies that you work with is scalable. By the way, I know a bunch of consultants that do that and fail. That is very much normal, right? You need to have an engine, and the top companies are not necessarily going to hire you at first, right? So you really need patience. You need to brainstorm with GPT how to um, create a systems for that, and yeah, you need to go through trials and error, and A/B test and analyze and get conclusions out of your time investment, BS money, and eventually equity. So I'll keep it to this for today. It's been quite a productive day. Just go check out my last LinkedIn post if you're there. I posted like tons of gold today, like a bunch of principles, a bunch of nuggets for your brain. LinkedIn has been like downgrading my content today for whatever reason. That doesn't mean I'll stop sharing value, right? Which is my number one mission. So thanks for your support, guys, and I'll catch you on the other side.